Hello. So I've had to fill out the FAFSA a few times for college. So this is how to fill out the FAFSA. So free application for federal student aid. Before you begin filling out your FAFSA, be sure you are equipped with the following: your driver's license number, your social security number, and a list of schools you plan on applying to or have already applied to. You will need your tax return or income information, as well as your parents' tax return or income information if you are considered a dependent student. It's important to know that students will be asked income-based questions for 2 years prior. So if you are submitting the 2021-2022 FAFSA in October of 2020, for example, you will need to report your tax and income information for 2019. So FAFSA ID, I have another video that will show you how to do this, but you will need your FAFSA ID if you plan on signing the FAFSA electronically. Whether you already have a FAFSA ID from a previously submitted FAFSA application or you are new to filling out the FAFSA, you will need to go to the Federal Student Aid website. From here, you will click on Create Account. The FAFSA ID process consists of these main steps, so more than three, but these. Provide your name, date of birth, and social security number. Provide a unique username, email, and a unique password. Provide your permanent address and your mobile phone number. Select your communications and language preferences. Complete the challenge questions and answer to secure your account. Confirm and verify your information and agree to the terms and conditions. Verify your email address and or mobile phone number. If you are a new FAFSA filer. Now, if you are new to filling out the FAFSA, your personal information must be verified with the SSA. This can sometimes take up to 1 to 3 days from the date you apply. Once your information is verified with the SSA, you will then be able to use your FAFSA ID to fully access your financial aid information on any of the websites that require a FAFSA ID. Most importantly, you'll be able to sign your FAFSA electronically. If you are a dependent student, then your parents also need to apply for their own FAFSA ID. They will need to use it when signing the FAFSA electronically. Second, you and your parent, if applicable, can go ahead and pre-fill the FAFSA so that when you return with your FAFSA ID, all you have to do is sign electronically. It's up to you. So starting the FAFSA. To fill out the FAFSA, you need to go to the Federal Student Aid website. Please note that filling out the FAFSA is 100% free. Once you are on this site, you will want to click on the button that reads Start Here. You will then be asked to enter your FAFSA ID. A note on award year. The award year runs from July 1st to June 30th, not January 1st to December 31st. You must make sure you select the correct award year for which you are applying. For example, if you were filing out the FAFSA in November, but don't plan on attending until September of the next year, you must make sure that you were choosing the correct award year that September falls within. Once you have chosen the correct award year, you'll be asked to create a save key. This key is for temporary use, so you or your parents can return and complete the specific FAFSA. Once you've created your save key, you will find yourself on a screen with more information about the FAFSA that you can read and review before you begin filling it out. Click Next at the bottom right corner of your screen to continue. So, I'll break this down into sections. First, you have the student demographics. In this section, you'll be directed to fill out some personal information, including your full name, social security number, date of birth, mailing address, email address, phone number, driver's license number, your gender, marital status, citizenship status, your high school completion, current level of college study, the degree or certification you hope to achieve, your interest in work-study programs, your parents' educational background, if you have previously received federal student aid. Once you've finished filing out the student demographics section, you begin the school section. So you have the school section here. The school section begins by collecting information about your high school and what city and state it is located in. Next, you can add colleges you would like to attend. If you don't know a college's federal student school code, you can search for them within the FAFSA by entering the name of the school and the city and state where it is located. In this section, enter the schools to which you've been applying or have already been accepted. Before filling out the FAFSA, it's good to have a list of schools you're applying to, along with their school codes. To choose more than one school, click on Add a School, and repeat the process as many times as you need. Be sure to apply to any school you may want to attend as well. Once you are done, look over the schools listed to make sure they are all correct. You will now be asked if you plan to live on campus or off campus or with your parents. Choose the option that best describes your living situation and click on to the next button. Okay, next you have the dependency status. In this section, you will be asked to answer some questions that will determine the dependency status. To be considered an independent student, you must meet one of the following criteria. So be 24 years of age or older when you file for the FAFSA, be an orphan or ward of the court, be a U.S. military veteran, be a graduate or professional student, be married, have legal dependents of your own, or you have a financial aid administrator who has documented your independence because of special circumstances. Even if you do not live with your parents, they do not claim you on their taxes, nor support you financially. You may still be considered a dependent student. If you believe that you have special circumstances that might make you an independent student, make sure to contact the financial aid office at the school you are applying. They will help you determine your status and will also inform you of documentation required to request a status change. If you qualify as an independent student, you will not have to complete the questions in the parent demographics and parent financial section, although some schools may require that you fill this section out anyway. All dependent students are required to complete the parent demographics and parent financial request sections. So I'm an independent student because I was over the age of 24. But in the parent demographic section and parent financials, you need their marital status, social security numbers, tax information, your parents' email addresses, and the size of the household. Look, student financials. Next, you'll be prompted to provide your own information in the student financial section. You can use your tax return from the prior year to the year you are applying for to aid for fill out your income tax, and exemptions as they appear on the return. Or you can take advantage of the Internal Revenue Service data retrieval tool to transfer information electronically and automatically. If you are eligible to use the tool they mention here, you'll see a button called Link to IRS, which will transfer you to the IRS website. Once you enter the information necessary to retrieve your data, you'll click Submit. Check the Transfer My Tax Information into the FAFSA form box and click the Transfer Now button. If the transfer was successful, your FAFSA form will display transferred from the IRS. Your personal data will not be displayed on the form for security reasons, but you can be assured that it is safe in the system. Once you finish this section, it's time to sign and submit your FAFSA. So sign and submit. Congratulations, you've made it. Now you're ready to sign and submit your FAFSA. First, review all your information and make sure it's accurate. Once you've verified that all the information you've entered is correct, click the Next button to continue. To sign your FAFSA, click on the Sign this FAFSA button. Next, click Submit My FAFSA Now to submit your FAFSA. Great work! You've completed the FAFSA and you're on your way to receiving financial aid for school. On the next page, you will receive an EFC number. This stands for Estimated Family Contribution. This number represents what your family is expected to pay concerning your education. Later, you will receive an award letter from the school you applied to stating how much aid you will be receiving. So that's it for this. Thank you for listening.